Chapter 11.
And David and his men went up and invaded the Geshurites, and the Girzites, and the Amalekites, for those nations were of old the inhabitants of the land as you go to Shur, even unto the land of Egypt. And David smote the land, and left neither man nor woman alive, and took away the sheep, and the oxen, and the asses, and the camels, and the apparel, and returned and came to Achish. And Achish said, Where have you made a raid today? And David said, Against the south of Judah, and against the south of the Jerahmeelites, and against the south of the Kenite. And David saved neither man nor woman alive, to bring tidings to Gath, saying, Lest they should tell on us, saying, So did David, and so will be his manner all the while he dwells in the country of the Philistines. And Achish believed David, saying, He has made his people Israel utterly to abhor him. Therefore he shall be my servant forever. And it came to pass in those days that the Philistines gathered their armies together for warfare, to fight with Israel. And Achish said unto David, Know assuredly that you shall go out with me to battle, you and your men. And David said to Achish, Surely you shall know what your servant can do. And Achish said to David, Therefore will I make you keeper of my head forever. Now Samuel was dead, and all Israel had lamented him and buried him in Ramah, even in his own city. And Saul had put away those that had familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. And the Philistines gathered themselves together, and came and pitched in Shunem. And Saul gathered all Israel together, and they pitched in Gilboa. And when Saul saw the host of the Philistines, he was afraid, and his heart greatly trembled. And when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Then said Saul unto his servants, Seek me a woman that has a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servants said to him, Behold, there is a woman that has a familiar spirit at Endor. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went, and 2 men with him, and they came to the woman by night. And he said, I pray you, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him up whom I shall name unto you. And the woman said unto him, Behold, you know what Saul has done, how he has cut off those that have familiar spirits and the wizards out of the land. Why then do you lay a snare for my life, to cause me to die also, who has not a familiar spirit? And Saul swore unto her by the Lord, saying, As the Lord lives, there shall no punishment happen to you for this thing. Then said the woman, The words of whom shall I bring up unto you? And he said, Bring me up the words of Samuel. And when the woman saw the words of Samuel, she cried with a loud voice, and the woman spoke to Saul, saying, Why have you deceived me? For you are Saul. And the king said unto her, Be not afraid, for what did you see? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw the words of Samuel ascending out of the earth. And she said, I saw Samuel also. And he said unto her, What form is he of? And she said, I saw an old man coming up, covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel, and he stooped his face to the ground and bowed himself. And these are the words of Samuel unto Saul, Why have you disquieted me to bring me up? And Saul answered, I am severely distressed, for the Philistines make war against me, and God has departed from me and answers me no more, neither by prophets nor by dreams. Therefore I have called you, that you may make known unto me what I shall do. Then said Samuel, Why then do you ask of me, seeing the Lord is departed from you and is become your enemy? And the Lord has done to him as he spoke by me, for the Lord has rent the kingdom out of your hand and given it to your neighbor, even to David, because you obeyed not the voice of the Lord, nor executed his fierce wrath upon Amalek. Therefore has the Lord done this thing unto you this day. Moreover, the Lord will also deliver Israel with you into the hand of the Philistines, and tomorrow shall you and your sons be with me. The Lord also shall deliver the host of Israel into the hand of the Philistines. Then Saul fell immediately all along on the earth, and was sorely afraid because of the words of Samuel. And there was no strength in him, for he had eaten no bread all the day nor all the night. And the woman came unto Saul, and saw that he was seriously troubled, and said unto him, Behold, your handmaid has obeyed your voice, and I have put my life in my hand, and have listened unto your words which you spoke unto me. Now therefore, I pray you, listen also unto the voice of your handmaid, and let me set a morsel of bread before you. And eat, that you may have strength when you go on your way. But he refused and said, I will not eat. But his servants, together with the woman, compelled him, and he listened unto their voice. So he arose from the earth and sat upon the bed. And the woman had a fat calf in the house, and she hastened and killed it, and took flour and kneaded it, and did bake unleavened bread thereof. And she brought it before Saul and before his servants, and they did eat. Then they rose up and went away that night.